So we're Lloyd Richardson. So Lloyd, do you want to tell everyone who you are and how you were involved with the Gyms Group?
Yeah, thanks, Joel. Yeah, Lloyd Richardson here, I'm a fellow CPA, divisional franchisor for Gyms Bookkeeping all around Australia. Just about 50 franchisees performing and helping businesses with their BAS and cash flow and all those other things, Joel.
Now, Lloyd, do you want to talk about maybe what are the plans for the division in 2023? Is there any new products you've got on the horizon or some exciting developments?
Yeah, look, I'm from the tax industry in real form, and what we found about 3 years ago was our bookkeepers were passing the work to external accountants. For some reason, some of those accountants were taking over that bookkeeping. So I introduced a product called Gyms Tax with our current bookkeepers. We set up systems and procedures for our bookkeepers to become tax agents under supervision. Over the last 2 years, we put through about 5 bookkeepers to be tax agents. That's our exciting introduction this year to anybody out there who wants to become a tax agent. We've got a pathway to become a tax agent. It's a year or two program, very exciting. Look, we've got nearly 5,000 franchisees in our Gyms Group, guys. They may do their own bookkeeping, but most of them do their own, get a tax agent to do their tax. Keep it in the family. We know the franchise system. So we're going to be releasing Gyms Tax to the market probably in April, where we can offer new franchisees some tax work, or if you want to have a tax agent pathway, to be a Gyms Tax under our group. So pretty exciting for us, Joel.
I think it's exciting because, as you said, all of our franchisees have accountants and people they deal with, and they would love to keep everything within Gyms, hopefully. So we'll announce that offer when it comes out. So what will be the point of difference with Gyms Tax, let's say, to maybe their current accountant they're using? What's going to be the difference for them, maybe why they should use Gyms Tax?
Look, first of all, a franchise is a unique business model. My industry, I was in the accounting industry for 30 years, really didn't understand a franchise model. So the Gyms Tax, number one, will understand the franchise model. For sure, we're going to offer a really good service to the franchise this year. There will be some special items that we can give them. And of course, price is always an issue with our franchise guys. And we understand that. And so we'll be offering some really good discounts to certain franchises who do their tax returns this year. Not just their individuals, but their business, their companies and trusts and all those other things. It's a very exciting model. I've just done 10 days of advertising in Facebook for prospect people wanting to become a tax agent. I got 42 inquiries within 10 days. So it is an exciting process for bookkeepers, BAS agents who want to become a tax agent. Sure, we'll go through and have a small amount of numbers go through, but it's pretty exciting. That's what we're doing this year, John.
Now, who suits the bookkeeping franchise? Obviously, you've got the exciting development of tax and people who want to do the tax agent pathway come, but who makes a good franchise? You've got 50 now, which is fantastic. Yep. Obviously, you want to grow more, so who makes a good franchise candidate? Yeah,
look, certainly a bookkeeping, you need some form of qualification. You need a certificate for in bookkeeping, which we're releasing this year. That's another thing pretty exciting. Gyms Group, a registered training organisation, we're doing our own certificate for in bookkeeping and accounting. So the guys out there who've got bookkeeping but need that qualification, we'll be able to offer that to them this year. So another exciting avenue for people out there. Certificate forms minimum and a couple of years experience in Australia. We need that area to understand GST, payroll, prepare profit and loss and balance sheet. We will then take that bookkeeper through the pathway to become a BAS agent, which typically takes 1,000 hours. But the best way, as you saw today, 127 new franchisees here, we will probably get 80% of them as new clients. So our 2 new franchisees starting today have got an opportunity to walk away from day one with potential Gyms franchises as clients because they know the system and we've got all the security, the client guarantee and everything. It becomes a no-brainer. So that's where we're at this point in time.
Yeah, and I know a couple of franchisors include bookkeeping for the first year as well for their franchisees, which is a really good thing they can do for them as well.
Yeah. Look, there's a couple of divisions, cleaning, dog wash. For a setup fee for a new franchise, they're charged a minimal fee, $400 to $500, I think, something like that. A Gyms bookkeeper comes to that person, maybe by Zoom, depends where they're located, and will set their system up for the first 3 or 4 months, lodge their first BAS, which in most cases they get a refund. And then from there on, if they want to work with them, great. If they don't, it doesn't really matter. So the new franchisee gets set up correctly, which is very important for ATO audits, GST refunds, and to have peace of mind about their business, because they're stressed about getting new clients. When you start something new, at least that is taken over. So some of the divisions have done that. I've spoken to several more, which are now very keen. Some of the bigger franchisors have spoken to me about, let's set a package together. So, if you want to get into bookkeeping now, it's at a very exciting time in the new year coming through here.
Now, what does someone get for their franchise fee? So I'll pay the franchise fee. What do they receive for that with bookkeeping?
Yeah, look, we're huge on training, Joel. First of all, to get to where they are, we do our Zoom 12-module interaction training program, specifically for bookkeeping. They then test on how they prepare financial statements. They're then interviewed by other franchisees to get a tick. So before you even get to training, most times you'll be granted a franchise. We have knocked back several of them that just don't get to that stage. From there, they're on full-on training. One of our aspects, which I'm very proud of, is our vision. To be happy bookkeepers, that's our vision. And how do you do that? Is caring, giving and sharing. And that's not just a thing you write on your website. It's very emotional, it's very holistic way of running a business, and just so happens we're bookkeepers. So we aim to be the happiest bookkeeper. And it's not going to happen all the time, Joel, but at least we know we can get there in certain stages. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. Vic time, we have what we call Ask the Experts Zoom meeting. So all our franchisees come in and we'll ask any questions about bookkeeping, tax, payroll, something coming up about NDIS in the future. I can't really release that at this point in time, but that's something new coming to our franchise. And it's just a communication basis. We also have a conference. We just had one in October last year down at the Gold Coast, where the theme was the happiest bookkeeper, and the feedback was enormous. And not only just running a business, we're here to help people. I'll tell you a real example about a help one. One of our franchisees' husband passed away in December last year. Very sad. I spoke to her, and instantly I had 3 franchisees put their hand up and said, let's help this person. They took all the clients over so this person can breathe and grieve about the loss of their husband. They kept phoning her. We sent not flowers, we sent candles. It was like a real team support. And I've been talking to her recently. She's getting through it. And she said the best thing was being involved with Jim's bookkeeping, with the community, helping me out. So I'm pretty proud of that one, Joel.
That's fantastic to hear that everyone got around, and sorry for that franchisee's loss. But I was going to say as well, you guys, from what I've observed, is you've got a really good community feel.
Yeah.
Most franchisees I see, they're always together and they're happy, and it's a really good, thing where they, imagine if they were independent, like on their own, like.
I would find it very difficult. No, I ran an accounting practice for 30 years being independent, and very competitive, and you didn't want to tell anybody anything because you want to hide everything and not give a commitment. In our group, someone's been phoning someone at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, a franchise to a franchise owner, and they gave them the solution right there and then. I would say, what do you do working on a Sunday morning? But the community spirit, that's what we've put our vision, caring, giving and sharing. You do that, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the happiest person. If you're a taker and not sharing anything, you won't last in our franchise, and you'll be the unhappiest person. I know I've been there and done that all my life. Money, holidays, gives you a little injection. But if you care, give and share and work to be the happiest, you will be the happiest. And that's what I've been pushing in our group. And, most of the people take it on, which is good.
I had one of my guys went to the conference and filmed it, and it was fantastic to see everyone smiling and happy. But I was going to say as well now, Lloyd, if someone likes the sound of this, they want to learn more, what can they do?
Yeah, sure. Give us a buzz, 131546, or go to our website, jimsbookkeeping.com.au. We'll have a confidential chat, myself or my 5 or 6 regionals around Australia. See where you fit. If you do like it, you're invited to do our online training. We actually release all our IP in our 12-module program. So anybody that really wants to taste and test it, we do an intro Zoom meeting and a closed Zoom meeting a week apart. But because we do our own IT and videos, which you guys recorded for us pre-COVID, they get all our IP. So they have a real good education that, is this for me? What the good thing about it is we're looking at them too, saying, will they be successful? Because we've got pay for work guarantee, $1,000 a week. So we've got to make sure everybody that comes on is going to be successful. No such thing as failure in our group. No, we just don't believe in it. If a franchise comes on, they're going to be successful. Not only if they're under my region or someone else's region, all the other franchisees jump up. We've got a couple here at training at the moment. And we had lunchtime, we had 5 of our franchisees. They grabbed them and spoke to them and said, what's fear? What are you worried about? It's the best thing. Even one of our newest franchisees said, I've been involved here about 4 months and I'm loving it. Take the fear of starting, like anything. Anything new is an issue. But with our group, we find that we're very open, and that's the type of ethics that we want to push into our groups. Not all about money. Money's important to pay our bills. Don't get me wrong. You need to pay your bills. But it's also about being happy and get that balance with what you want to do with your family and your business. We've got franchisees will do 7 figures this year. We have a 0 to 6 figure bookkeeping training program. My best is 4 months. So a guy's gone from 0 to 4 months, 100,000. Usually 12 to 14 months is about 100 grand turnover. Follow our systems and procedures and offer all the services: payroll, tax, bookkeeping, asset work, and we've got a new one coming in very shortly in April, so keep an eye out for that one.
There we go. Well, thank you very much, Lloyd, for your time. If you are interested, please inquire 131 546. You get to chat to the great man himself and go through the process. It's a really good division, as we said, really great community feel. And as Lloyd said as well, great money they're turning over in their businesses. Yep. So please take action, 131 546.